Alright, so this is Return to the Nightosphere. And, actually, two things we should mention, by the way. Number one, this camera and the one last week were different cameras, so if the quality looks different, I apologize. The last one, I don't know what's up with that. It was like, because that's one of my cameras, I'm looking at it's like, this is a different setting or something, so sorry about that. I don't know how this one's gonna look. It's his. It looks fine on the small screen. Hopefully it looks good on the somewhat larger screen. And second, what's with the new shirt? I never did ask. We're like 3 episodes in. I forgot to ask.
What time is it?
I don't know. Actually, do they ever, no, they used to say in the opening, right? It's like, what time is it? Adventure time. But then, like, they haven't said it in a while, right?
Yeah, they haven't said it. It's been a while.
Okay, so...
Well, remember with Susan Strong? She should do her a little bit at a time. Incremental time!
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they used to always have, like, a different title, and they sort of lost that for a bit.
Yeah,
but
they kind of just gave it up.
I guess that's fine. It's like, you don't have to force yourself to do it every single time.
No, it's just, finally found another Adventure Time shirt, and I was like, yeah.
It's very good. Where'd you get it?
Sweetheart?
J.C. Penney?
Yeah. Is that J.C. Penney, really?
I want to say J.C. Penney.
$5.
Actually, if you ever want,
$5.
I was gonna say if you ever want like Adventure Time swag or anything, just go to Spencer's. Like they always have like a whole section.
Spencer's
just
and Hot
dedicated.
Topic are the best.
Yeah, and Hot Topic they always have.
My
like,
only
a ton of
problem
stuff
is it's so expensive.
Is it costly?
Well, it's like 15 to 20 bucks a shirt.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I got this for $5.
Well, that's a good deal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I love Adventure Time, but I'm not gonna run. I got this at Spencer's.
Well, one of the action,
so,
there was a Tree Trunks like action figure at one of the cons we went to, and it was something like $30 or something. I'm like, I like Tree Trunks, but hell no, I'm not doing that.
That's kind of the thing is that I love Adventure Time, but I'm not. I can't sit there and.
We're not made of money at Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't justify spending $20 on a T-shirt. You know, the Jake one I got as a Christmas gift. Was that Christmas or Father's Day?
Christmas.
I got as a Christmas gift. I mean, so... This, the little snails from our friend Christopher. He got this for us. Finn is from Bree. That was Father's Day, right?
No, that
was
was
also Christmas. This is from my childhood, actually.
Wow, so you knew even back then you're going to be an Adventure Time fan. We wasted enough of your time. Let's talk about Return to the Nightosphere. Before this became the home shopping Adventure Time network. And this lovely item here, only $5.
What? Wait. Why are you selling my junk?
That sounded much worse than you probably intended. Or maybe it's exactly how you intended.
Exactly, go on.
Okay, anywho. This is Return to the Nightosphere. This is the first time we really see the Nightosphere in, like, kind of all its glory. You have that they... It's kind of like The Hangover. They wake up in this really weird predicament. They're in a cage in the middle of like this pile of bananas, and they filmed a little bit on their phone, which shows them about to go into this portal, and then the battery runs out, and it's just them trying to get to Marceline's dad, who now has a name. Was it Hudson?
Oh God,
Aberdeen.
Hudson
Aberdeen.
Yeah. Which is nice. There's only so long we can say Marceline's dad. So it's nice he has a name now. And so they just want to go and see him to see what happened to him and see if they can figure out a way back. It's just a very long, extended road trip, pretty much of them trying to get back. And they get to him. He's, oh, you can't leave. I'm Maurice Marsh's voice now for some reason. And they find the portal. They go through, and the Hudson's trying to stop them, and then it turns out it's not Hudson at all. It's Marceline in this costume, and she says, I'm closing the portal, you're never going to be able to come back, leave me alone, and closes the portal. They say they gotta save her, but I didn't get that vibe. I got much more of a, get the hell out, I don't want to see you anymore thing. So I guess it's kind of a to be continued. They're saying like they're going to go back and at the very least figure out what's going on. I definitely didn't see that coming. I definitely didn't see that was going to be her. And I am intrigued, like, okay, well now what's going on? What's the whole portal thing? But yeah, honestly, this whole thing is just like a really cool showcase for the Nightosphere, and it looks great. Like, there's this really long shot just doing nothing but showing off this world and all the weird creations, and even kind of how it works in a sense, because everything works a little differently. Like, a guy can get zapped and he can turn into a bunch of little versions of himself. There's a cloud that goes around zapping people and asking questions. There's a river filled with, like, people that you find out is a line. It's like, how's the line work? I don't know, it just sort of directs itself. I like these worlds.
I just like rowing on top of them.
Yeah. I like these worlds where they can kind of create sort of their own backwards logic, and it's so you have to sort of learn their rules, which I like too. But I don't know. It seems like a world where it's like, yeah, these are different rules, but they kind of follow them too. I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, half the creatures in this are exactly that. Actually, half creatures, like that one where you see like it's inside and can talk mentally, and you're just kind of figuring out how this place works, and everybody's grossed out by the banana, but you don't know why. I don't know, weird things like that are just sort of intriguing. It makes it seem more like a real world, which I like.
There's a lot of like shows or like movies or whatnot where you go to some alternate world where it's bizarre and strange, and that's all it is.
Yeah, it just kind of looks weird.
It looks weird.
Everything else operates like our world.
It's not even that. Like, this one, it's got its own rules and its laws and everything, and the line, it governs itself. It's kind of like that. I've seen other things where, like, these alternate worlds you go to are just bizarre for the sake of being bizarre. This one seems to have a little bit more life behind it. There's this going on here, there's this going on here, but it's going on kind of for a reason, it seems.
Yeah, it's... like, and it's kind of like, even the banana thing, like, as of now, I don't know why they're all grossed out by the banana, but there's a legit reason. It's a reason everybody understands, and it's kind of the norm there. It's just trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
So it's like there is a logic, it's just trying to figure out that logic.
It's got its own internal logic that it actually follows, and it's bizarre, but not just bizarre for the sake of being bizarre.
Yeah, there's sort of like... there is a rhyme and reason, it's just trying to figure out what that rhyme and reason is.
Well, like the guy who's guarding them in the cell, he's like, well, time to everyone out. And they're like, what are you talking about? Well, no one else is coming, so... And he leaves, and they're just... The monsters that have been imprisoned are just kind of standing around doing nothing. He's like, well, maybe these just aren't the smart ones.
Maybe they're the dummy ones. Aren't you, little guy?
And they seem to be just the dumb ones. So, again, it's this internal logic where it's like, that doesn't make... Well, I guess it does make perfect sense.
It kind of makes sense, just put all the dumb ones together.
Because they're not going to go very far.
Yeah, and there's not that much concern about them, and yeah, so it's... so it's not just the look of the world. I kind of like the actual... what's the word I'm looking
flow?
for? Yeah, just sort of the flow and the layout of how they run things. Even if I don't fully understand it, you can tell they understand it at least. There's definitely the same way, like, we can't always explain everything in our world, like what's controversial, what's not. Well, why can you talk about this? Why can you not talk about this or whatever? Why is this acceptable? Why is this not? But we kind of know it, and we kind of just got this feel. And sometimes we can explain it, sometimes we can't. And this world sort of feels the same. Yeah. Like, everyone just looks at the banana, it's just like, ew, gross. Like, can you explain this? No. It's like, you should know.
Actually,
what's wrong with you?
I love the guy in the boat, he's like, can you explain this? Oh, no. That was one of my favorite responses, because first it's like, ooh, then it's like, wait, no.
So, yeah, I really like this world, and I'm glad it's a two-parter because I really want to go back to it. And like I said, just that one long shot showing off that world. It's especially long, and I love that because it's like, oh, just the more strange creatures and creations they can show with this, like, I'm all for it. Every design in this, I felt like I was watching, like, Spirited Away or something, or a Miyazaki film. Just everything is designed in such a unique, cool way.
Yeah.
Even that one tall guy, like, in the middle of the line. It's like, his mouth has such a weird way, and his teeth are only in the center, and his eyes are kind of sideways. It's like, every part of that guy was unique and strange, and I love it.
Actually, if you notice, his mouth is a plus.
Yeah, it's earlier plus, yeah.
And if you notice when he talks, he's got the set of teeth here and here, but he also has a set of teeth going this way.
Oh, were they on the side, too?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And I'm like, it's a great design.
Well, and what I sort of noticed, too, watching the Hudson design, is that, his mouth is sideways, too, but it isn't just talking like this. I realized that if you look at it kind of this way, like, the lip movements are sort of the same as, like, a normal cartoon character's lip movements. Like, if it's going to make an O, it'll make an O sort of in the middle, and the rest will be straight. It's just sideways.
Yeah.
So it's not just going like this or like a sideways Muppet. It actually is forming lip movements. It's just to the side.
Yeah, like
You
they
know?
actually drew it normally and then just whoop, turned it.
Yeah, and they don't have to do that. I mean, that's just a nice little detail they throw in there. Again, just to, you don't always notice it, but you can kind of feel it. It kind of does rub off those little details. And
I've been saying that kind of since the get-go. Just, it's always these small things I tend to notice throughout the series where it's like, they didn't have to actually do that. They didn't have to add that sound effect or that little animation. No one would notice, no one would care. But by them doing it, it's like, oh, it adds a little bit more love and environment to what's going on.
yeah, it makes it feel. I mean, it is illusion. Every time you watch a movie, it's an illusion.
Right.
But it feels more believable the more and more kind of detail you put in there, and the more you kind of capture the spirit of what you're trying to do there. So, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. Any other thoughts you got there?
I just harkened back to when you were on the couch and you said how you were a banana. Now you'll finally understand why I laughed at you when you said that.
It was a long time coming.
Yeah, very long.
Very, very long.
You're a banana.
I am still a banana. I will form the Banana Republic, and we'll do something drastic, like make clothes.
Okay.
She laughed at that.
Yeah, because she's a girl.
Holy shit, nobody told me.
I'm gonna turn this off because we're gonna have a very interesting conversation.